Hi, everyone, and welcome to your weekly guidance for week beginning Monday, the 16th of March through to Sunday, the 22nd. And wow, what a week we have this week. We're going through some really big changes right now in the world, in the astrology, in everything going on. And this is another really pivotal week. You are so welcome here. If you're new to my channel, thank you. I'm Sonia Davis, spiritual guide, strategist. And if you've been around for a while, thank you for being here. I really love you being in my world. And I love it when you send me messages. I've had quite a few messages the last couple of weeks from people. So thank you, those of you who've reached out to me. You know who you are. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen to these messages, and I'm glad that you find insights and wisdom from them. So that is my passion. That is my mission, is to help you on your journey as we navigate these really difficult times. They are huge. They are monumental. So let's begin with some of the energies that we've got going on this week. And we had a bit of a quieter week last week. We had Jupiter going direct, but we're still within Mercury retrograde right now. Well, the public service announcement on that is that Mercury goes direct again on Friday, along with other things. So I'll come to that in a minute. What's going on right now, like right now, is over the sort of 15th and 16th, so into when this video is, we've had Three-Eye Atlas, that intergalactic being, interstellar being, whatever, however you want to label it, passing by Jupiter. So it will be, by the time you're watching this, it will still be on its flyby past Jupiter. Now it's been past the other inner planets, particularly Mars and Venus have been quite profound, and obviously Earth around about the December solstice. And now today it's flying past Jupiter before it disappears off out of our solar system and on its onward trajectory out into the galaxy, wherever it's going next. Now there's been a lot of talk about Three-Eye Atlas, but and it's a weird name for it, but anyway, that's what it's become labeled as, so I'll stick with that. For me, when I've tuned into it, it's been a seeding of love and consciousness. That's what it's been doing. And it's been activating our sun and our solar system and our planets. And we're still feeling those impacts. And that will continue for a while. And Jupiter really is, I'm getting the sense this is about expansion of consciousness. So a lot of people right now are questioning the mundane reality of the world and starting to open up more to the spiritual side of life. And I believe, personal view, is that Three-Eye Atlas is supporting that evolution of our consciousness. It's not really an evolution, it's a remembering. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience right now. And for me, there's an essence of remembering that. We've been conditioned to forget. We've been conditioned to think logically in our brains rather than with our heart. We've been conditioned to disconnect from our galactic origins. We've been conditioned to not believe in the more spiritual oneness of the universe that we are all part of equally. And I believe that Three-Eye Atlas, my personal view is that Three-Eye Atlas is here to unlock some of that for us, so that we can begin to expand our awareness around of the world around us. Now, that's the more esoteric out there concept, but actually it's backed up by all the other planetary shifts that are happening right now. So this week, we also have the big news is Thursday, Friday, really. Sort of Wednesday night, Thursday, and Friday. The big event is Friday. So Wednesday night, Thursday morning, so the 19th, we have the new moon in Virgo. Now that's happening at about, well, UK time, 23 minutes past 1 in the morning. So it's Wednesday night into Thursday, the early hours of Thursday morning on the 19th. If you're in a different time zone, it will be happening at different times for you. Now this new moon, it's the second new moon in Virgo. And Virgo, if you remember from last time, is really practical. It's about the details. It's about working out the practical side of what's needed. And that really fits. For me, we are in the build up in the final few days now until we walk through a massive portal on Friday. Now, Friday, when Mercury stations direct again, and we leave the retrograde, this retrograde for Mercury, it's the equinox. It's the March equinox, the spring equinox if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. I think most of you watching this are in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's the spring equinox here. And for me, this is the start. This is where the sun moves into Aries, which is the beginning of the astrological year. I know for many people, they see the spring equinox as the start of the new year rather than January, which is the calendar year, which is a man-made construct of time, whereas the equinox is far more about the balance, the rebalancing of light and dark, the point where we move from more night than dark into more light. So more night than day. Sorry, I'm getting my words mixed up. It's all coming through. And we move into more daytime than nighttime from the 20th. But the 20th is that point. It's the pivot point. It's the portal where it's almost like time stands still and we pause and we take a breath and we go, right, now let's move forward. And that's the energy that I'm feeling. So, what does that mean in practical terms? And I will come on to the cards very shortly. For me, what this feels like is we began the year of the fire horse at the last new moon, and back in February. And this is where the fire horse has been standing in the stables, ready to go. This is where the Friday is where the fire horse bursts out of the stables and starts running. This is where we begin. This is where the new beginning actually starts. Everything up until this point is preparation. It's readiness. It's putting in the groundwork and making sure you've done all the work. That Virgo energy, Virgo new moon energy is, have you done the work that you need to do to be ready to launch forward into the new version of the world that you really want to create? Numerologically, we are in a 1 year right now, and 1 is all about new beginnings, but it's not about receiving the fruits of those new beginnings. It's the seed planting. It's the let's do the groundwork. It's laying the foundations. That's what a 1 year is all about. It's not standing at the top of the building that you've built. It's we're doing the groundworks. We've cleared the ground. Now we're building the foundations. We're making sure they're solid for what's to come over the next 9 years. That's what I'm feeling, that this equinox portal on Friday, on the 20th, is all about, right, now we go. Now we move forward. So this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, particularly with that new moon, particularly with that Virgo energy, is saying, use this time to do the last bits of clearing out, getting rid of the debris, making sure everything's in place, making sure you know exactly what it is you want so that you are ready for Friday, so that you enter Friday prepared and knowing exactly what it is that you're creating. That's the energy I'm feeling this week. And I know I've spoken to a lot of people, and my own mentor as well has said they've spoken to a lot of people, and I had a chat with her about it recently. There's a sense of I'm ready to go, but something's holding me back, and that's almost frustrating. I know I found that personally. There's a degree of frustration that I want to get going, I want to get going, but something's stopping me. It's like I'm having these great ideas and I come to actually do it, and the brain fog descends, and it's like, no, or a distraction comes in, or something says, not now, wait, hold off. I believe that holding off is going to be lifted on Friday. So, my advice to you, strong advice, and I'm using this is my own work as well. Use the first 4 days of this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, to really focus on the things that you don't need anymore, so that you set those new moon intentions on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, to use the new moon to go, this is what I want. These are my intentions. This is where I'm going. And you're ready to step through the portal into actually moving forward on Friday. That's the energy that I'm really feeling this week. Let's jump into some cards, and I am using the Akashic Oracle by Marina Beach. Fabulous cards. Love these cards so much. And if, by the way, if you want the link to these cards for yourself, just let me know. I might drop it in below. I'll try and find it and put it in below with this video so you can get them. I really, really recommend them. Marina's amazing at what she does, so I recommend these cards highly. But our first card this week, and it really links to what I've just been saying, this is releasing guilt. And what I'm getting with this, if you see and hear, she's stepping through. She's about to step through that portal. And I really feel that the equinox on Friday is that portal. It's that new beginning. It's that light. She's stepping out of a darker room towards the light. And what I'm really getting a sense of is, what are you leaving behind? What don't you want to carry into that portal, into that new room? When you step through into that light, what bags are you going to leave behind? What do you not need to carry? Be very intentional with that this week, particularly Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What do you not want to carry? Whether that is guilt, shame, any of those negative emotions, or whether it's practical stuff. I just don't need that anymore. Now, that might be about your business going, do you know what? I've tried that thing and it's not working for me. I'm just going to leave it behind. This is the week to go, these are the things I'm leaving now. I don't need them. They don't serve me anymore. If you watched last week's video, you will know that we talked about what doesn't serve you anymore. What are you ready to let go of? What habits and routines and rituals are you going to start creating now? This week, particularly with a Virgo new moon, is saying, do this. This is the time to go. This is go time. This is where things actually start moving. This is where you start to make a difference. So what are you leaving behind? Be very intentional with that this week. That's a really powerful energy that we're stepping into here. You don't want to carry through old habits, old rituals and routines, old thought patterns that just aren't what you want going forward. How can you be intentional with putting those down and leaving them behind before you step through this portal into the light? Following on from that, we also have a bit of a warning. This is unconscious projections. Now, what I'm really getting a sense of here is watch out for other people's thoughts and feelings and opinions. Take a moment to pause and check that they are yours before you speak them or respond to them, particularly with what's going on in the world around us right now. There is a lot happening in the world globally. And there's a lot of people getting very, very triggered and very angsty and very emotional and vocal and loud about those things. Now, that's okay, that's theirs. But it's easy to get caught up in that. So as you're releasing the baggage that you don't need to take through that doorway, take a moment to check that the baggage you're choosing to carry with you is yours and not something you've picked up from someone else. Now that can show up in things like, I mean, social media is a prime example. Lots of people have opinions about a lot of things. Before you jump in and respond to things, check with yourself, do I really believe that's true? Or is that something I've picked up from someone else? The other angle on this is the weight of other people's expectations. So something that's going on right now, and I'm going to try and avoid mentioning specifics here, but I'm sure you'll get the gist of what I'm saying. There are so many different things going on in the world right now. Revelations, violent activities and actions, and physical suffering happening in different places. Now, what you will see is people reacting to those, and I'm not seeing people reacting to the whole of those. I'm seeing people reacting to the part of it that is relevant to them. Now, that is not in any way disrespecting what people are experiencing. Absolutely not. And I send love, healing, and compassion to everyone impacted in any way by anything negative, whether that's on a personal level or a more global level. Absolutely, I send that energy out quite frequently, every day. But that doesn't mean you have to react to it. People react to the things that are personal to them, that trigger something within them. So if you've, for example, experienced one of those things that's going on in the world right now, and like I say, I'm not going to name them, but if you've experienced one of those things, that's the thing you'll focus on and you'll react to because it's relevant to your experience. And the other things, you'll go, oh yeah, that's terrible, but it won't feel personal. People are responding to things, global things, in a personal way because it's triggering something within them. So your invitation this week is to notice that in yourself. If you are experiencing something like that, this is saying notice it so that you can heal it and put it down. And if that means you need to reach out for healing, then please, please do. You're welcome to drop me a message. That's part of what I do. Or anyone else that you feel is relevant for you. But please do reach out for support and help in whatever way is relevant for you. But this week is saying, particularly with that Virgo new moon, notice what's not yours. Because it's easy to get caught up in other people's angst, trauma, challenge, issues that they've had problems with in the past that they're reacting to can catch you out as well if you're not noticing it. Don't take on other people's expectations. And that can be really local to you as well. I've been talking about this in global events, but actually this can be really personal as well. So if you have a family member, for example, who does not understand what you do in your work and goes, why are you faffing around with that thing on the internet? Why don't you just go and get a proper job? Know that that is their projection. It's not yours. So don't carry their projections, their challenges, their traumas, their weight of expectations. Take a moment to pause and notice, what do I really feel about this? And this is where it comes into feeling rather than thinking. And if you followed me for a while, you'll know I talk about this a lot. Dropping out of your head and into your heart. What do you really feel? Does that thing really annoy you, outrage you, challenge you, traumatize you? Or are you picking up on someone else's energy and going, oh, yes, I should respond because they've responded in that way, therefore I should be seen to be doing this. Drop that. That's one of those ones to drop before you move through the portal. What's not yours? And notice the difference between what's your response, and your response is absolutely valid. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those reactions aren't valid, but notice where they're yours versus ones you've absorbed from other people. That's the challenge this week, because you don't want to take other people's projections and thoughts through that portal with you, because they're someone else's, not yours. This is all about being authentic and true to yourself rather than performing for the benefit of feeling like you're fitting in with other people. That's the real key to this. How are you being true to yourself rather than trying to manage the weight of other people's expectations or what you believe is required of you to perform? And social media is a prime example of that. I see a lot of performance on there. There's a lot of it out there. I've chosen personally to step back a lot from social media these last few months. I was very, very prolific on social media last year. This year I've gone almost silent, not quite, but almost silent. And that's quite deliberate because I need to step away from some of those energies so that I can be true to me and have the space to know what I think rather than picking up what other people's energies are feeding me. And there's a lot of energy out there right now with everything going on. So just be aware this week of where you're picking up those things. And then our third card, alchemy and magic. Alchemy and magic. And this is about as you step through that doorway into the eclipse portal. Equinox portal. I mean, we've just had eclipse season, equinox portal. This is saying trust the magic. If you manage to let go of the things that you don't need and you notice how you're not picking up other people's projections and you're staying true to your own thoughts and feelings, and you know what you want going forward, and you set those intentions with the new moon, trust the magic, even if you can't see it happening. If you notice in this, she's actually blindfolded, but the magic's still happening. There's a real essence of trust here, a real sense of not needing to see the immediate outcome, but knowing that the universe is creating it all around you. I'm really getting a sense that, particularly as this is a 1 year, and as I already said earlier, it's about the foundations. It's not standing at the top of the building right now. This is about the foundations. You may not see the results immediately. This is not about immediate results. This is about playing the long game. This is why, if you can release the baggage as you step through the doorway and make sure what you're taking through is only your own, you can trust and lay the foundations for what you truly want, what your long-term dreams are, rather than the immediate dopamine hit of instant result. I'm really, really getting a sense that we are being asked to move away from that dopamine hit immediacy culture into being far more working with the seasons, working with nature. The time to flourish and bloom is coming, but it's not instant. It didn't happen on the 1st of January that we suddenly launch forward and go, yay, New Year. It's been a slow lead up to this, although time's moving very fast. Time is changing all over the place. Timelines are jumping hugely right now. I've had lots of experience of timeline jumping the last few weeks in particular. But nature isn't rushing ahead. Nature is going, yeah, we've taken our time. We've taken our time. And that sense that I mentioned earlier about being ready, but something's holding you back. Yeah, that's because there's that last little bit of clearing to do, but trust in the magic. Trust in the universe and the timing of it, and know that you don't need to see the absolute instant results. Know that you are playing the long game. Will you commit to that over the instant dopamine hit? Bang, I've got a result, I've got a sale, I've got a whatever it is. I've created controversy on a social media post. Yeah, I've got loads of likes or loads of comments. Or how is that actually really building your life and your business? Play the long game. Set those intentions for the long game, and then trust. Trust in the universe that that magic is happening. If you are true to your heart self, you're not picking up other people's expectations or trying to please them. No people pleasing here. No trying to fit in. Be true to yourself. Leave behind the baggage of what you don't need anymore. Walk through that beautiful portal of light, and then trust. Set those intentions with the new moon on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and trust as we move into the equinox and Mercury direct, and we start to leap forward. You will see a difference. I guarantee you will see a difference. By this time next week, next week's video, things will have changed significantly, but you might not physically see it. But if you listen to your heart, you'll feel it. I guarantee that. Listen into your heart, not your head, your heart, and trust the magic, because it's there and it's happening. So it's a really powerful week this week. This is the time to really make sure you are ready for what you really want. Don't be influenced by other people's views of what your dreams should be. Trust yourself, trust your own instincts and intuition. And if you want some help with that, please do reach out. I'll drop a link below this video. It takes you to it's actually a holding page on my website. I'm rebuilding things at the moment. That's part of my process right now, rebuilding my website. And so there's a holding page right there right now, which has my mission, a short video explaining my mission and what I'm about. And then you can book a free call with me if you want to. And that will take you, I will help you to work out exactly what it is that you want. Now, if you're really quick when you watch this, I do still have a couple of spaces left this week for those free calls. So please do book in if you want to, or obviously next week I've got more. But yeah, please do reach out. I am here to help you. And those calls are completely free. And you bring the one thing that you're feeling stuck with right now, and we'll unlock it. We will unlock it. And you will step through that equinox portal with the direction and clarity that you're really looking for, so that you can unlock your greatest potential. That's what this is about. I'm here to help you unlock your dreams. That's what brings me joy. I get such a buzz off seeing someone else that I've helped in even the tiniest way, it's seeing them succeed. That's what brings me joy. That's my purpose, my mission, is to illuminate the way for other people to do that. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. I am sending you the most beautiful new moon and equinox blessings for this week. I'm going to be doing something really exciting this week. I'm going to Avebury on Thursday with the new moon, with a fabulous other human being I'm meeting there. And then I'm going on to a conference on Friday, and I'm going to be in a room full of amazing people. So, and then I'm visiting family. So that's my week. You really wanted to know that, but I am sending you the most fabulous blessings for this week, because this really is the time for when the new beginning starts. I hope yours is exactly as you want it to be. Do it from the heart, not the head. That's the biggest thing I would say this week. I will be back with you next week and we'll see where these energies take us then. Take care and I'll see you soon.